What's up guys, Hades here. I know a lot of people have looked through the legendary shop and gone, wow, this is daunting, I don't know what to get. Or there's people like this person, Voodoo, who has the ability to get one. What is that one skill you should get based on your account? I'm going to break down his question and break down what I think he should do based on my experience. And here's what he says. I should be able to get a red skill and possibly upgrade it to 5 or 6 depending on how many stones I get per level. And basically this is going to be if he gets lucky or not, 5 or 6. Should I get Energy Mastery and use double tank with Himiko, or take out Himiko and get Knife Through Butter and use Zenobia, Alex, Kin, YSS? There are many Knife Through Butter users on my servers. Would a double tank with Himiko, Energy Mastery beat Alex Knife Through Butter March, or would she not cast her ultimate so much? So, very detailed question, a lot to go through. I'm going to start off with a few things. If you're going a mage, you need Energy Mastery and Infinite Firepower. I've never seen a main March that actually wins consistently without both. Second, if you build a burst mage with Energy Mastery and your opponents have Knife Through Butter, hard counters those type of heroes. Third, Infinite Firepower does not get affected by those because it is trigger skill. Triggers can only be stopped if you get crowd controlled through silence or stuns. If you have Energy Mastery, Infinite Firepower, and the purple skill that protects you, then this doesn't affect it. Now, there are plenty of good Alex teams that use Knife Through Butter. The sad thing is the really good ones also have Fully Prepared and Fountain of Life. Now, I want to give you a few examples. In the arena, there are plenty of players who have both, and I'll give you some examples. Arch, very strong Alex team. Right here. He wipes through my team, and he only has level 8 Knife Through Butter, but you have to remember he's maxed out. Very nice artifact, 50 dust, good skills, not perfect, but good. Guarded by Alex, can be YSS, Alex, doesn't matter. Whatever you have is fine to use, they're both good. And then no other red skills, nothing. Just a few skills you have to pick up through Triss, but just the Knife Through Butter, and it's very good. It's very, very good. I mean, look at this stats, right? 70 mil in 38 seconds. He completely denies me. I don't get to do barely any ultimates. You can see I only ulted twice here. Sadly, this team is not built perfectly for Alex. It's the second team that I have I have the counters for, right? Weakening Curse is the counter to Alex. It's the best counter to Alex. It's kind of the only really big answer to him because he denies everything else. Now, there are other players who I really, really struggle against, and a good example is the player Mad Hatter. He uses an Alex team, but he uses both, level 7 on both, Knife Through Butter and Fully Prepared. Fully Prepared on Alex is really undervalued. He stacks it up so fast, he just has to do 10 auto attacks, and then he has maxed it out, right? His damage can go up to 60% bonus and reduction of damage up to 50%. So he's dealing more damage and taking less. So your main carry is 50% higher reduction of damage, which is extremely powerful. You can see here, he's basically full HP when the fight ends and wipes through my two main teams like nothing. I even have this team kind of built against Alex. It still doesn't matter. But you have to keep in mind, this team doesn't just have those, it has these as well. Fountain of Life, even though he doesn't need to be stopped from the no escape, it's the healing. Healing from the Fountain of Life is huge, right? 10 mil here. Oops. And let's see how much in that first one. And 12 mil heal, right? Nothing heals this much. This skill is just a healing skill, right? People get it and max it for the healing for someone like Alex. And then of course this skill is to increase the healing and to keep the backline alive so that you actually have that firepower. If he didn't hold life protection and he didn't have Fountain of Life, my team probably would have blown up his backline, and then the second team, he wouldn't be getting those heals from Zenobia, and he wouldn't be getting those debuffs from Kin, and then I'd be able to win, right? Also, lineup is bad. So there we have Alex. Alex with just knife through butter, very, very good. I've had a ton of struggles against Arch until I set up a 2-team to beat it. This team is strong. I mean, look at this. My team is very strong, and he knife through butters me pretty hard, right? So if you're gonna go for just one skill and you want to go for Alex, then knife through butter is the play. Now, the flip side is energy mastery and mages and infinite firepower. Now, the interesting thing about energy mastery is it's good on almost all backline mages. It's good on Con, it's good on mages. Ulting more is good. Now, if they don't activate their knife through butter, then you get to ult and you go first, and then you get your second one quickly, and then, you know, basically they're only taking away the energy part, but you're still getting that huge damage increase from your ultimate. But you do have to consider that if you're going for a mage, and I'll pull up an example here. If you're going for a mage, it can be Merlin, it can be Wu, it can be Himiko, it can be Loki, whoever it is. These 3 skills are required. You need all 3 of them. And then once you start to build a backline, well, then you start to be like, well, I need life protection because life protection is the best way to protect your backline, right? You can go without it and just have assist, but then the assist user is going to die so quickly that you're not going to be able to save them. This 31% reduced damage is massive. So massive. If you've ever fought someone who has the 3% king buff before, well, this is 10 times more effective when it's active. So these are things to keep in mind as you're building your team. If you're going to go double tank, yes, this team is very good. Very good. And if it was Himiko, it'd be even stronger because you have the element boost. But when you have double tank, it can fall short just a little bit. I have one more example here. For my final example here, my wife was running YSS with Bjorn for a very, very long time. And the reason was she couldn't get a blue Alex artifact. She made 50. I'm not kidding. She made 50 artifacts just so she can get Alex on the field with attack speed, with knife through butter, so that she can win. However, she has been running double tank, maxed out Loki for a long time. And I'd have to say she has been stronger than me for quite a while with that setup. So that being said, it doesn't really matter what you do. If you have a max Himiko with these 3 skills, you're going to be just fine. If you go with an Alex setup with just knife through butter, that's probably going to be your biggest power spike on a 1. And it's good in almost any team, right? I've showed the team with Wasabi from 73 a few weeks back, and he used a team just like this to make top 1 in Throne of Supreme, right? So, my advice, I do think knife through butter is the best single skill, as Alex is one of the best carries, and just having this makes him strong. But if you want to push past it, you will have to think about your next steps, and it could be a mage, it could be that fully prepared second skill on Alex. To each their own, right? I hope I gave you enough data and information for anyone out there looking to make their first red skill. If you do it through GT Arcade, it's actually not that bad. Unlocking it and getting to 7 isn't really that hard. If you like these kind of videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.